Chamge jitab kalenjin itagateng logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV kigurena Jacqueline Arusi. Ako mangelak eng kandoik chebo dinitab Islam eng taonitab Nakuru akoyamis kole bendi koboisie eng kibagenge ak dinishek alak eng tetutik chebo kakimitetab kalyet mising ko nguni kitokchingei emet lewenisiet nebo 2027. Kamwa kandoichoto kole alak eng tetutik chemakchingei icheket ko kotoret eng alaptaetab kalyet ak mising ko koker kole kakilewen kandoik chebendi koribe malikab emet.
Naitwa Maalim Sharif, ni mkazi wa hapa pia Nakuru. Kwanza zaidi sana, sisi wito wetu kama Waislamu na wakereketwa wa nchi yetu ya Kenya, tunaipenda nchi yetu na tunapenda pia wenzetu wananchi wa Kenya. Katika vuguvugu hili la siasa tunavyokwenda, kwanza tungependa kuhubiri amani. Amani ni kitu kizuri sana. Tuheshimu nchi yetu ya Kenya na tuheshimu wananchi wa Kenya. Siasa zetu zisiwe ni siasa za matusi, zisiwe ni siasa za chuki, zisiwe ni siasa za vita na kuleta matatizo katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. Hiyo ndio wito wetu wa kwanza. Alafu wito wetu wa pili, katika kuchagua viongozi, kweli tungependa sana kuchagua viongozi ambao si wafisadi. Hata Mwenyezi Mungu anatuambia kwenye Qur'ani, inna Allaha la yuhibbul musrifin. Mwenyezi Mungu hapendi watu ambao wanafanya ufisadi na ubadhilifu na kuharibu ile sifa ya uongozi, kwa sababu uongozi unatokana na Mwenyezi Mungu. Yeye ndio anayeumba, kama nilivyotangulia kusema ile aya. Yeye ndio anaumba na yeye ndio anachagua. Na endapo kutatokea ufisadi, sio upendo wa Wakenya. Wakenya wangependa kupata kiongozi ambaye kiongozi ambaye ni kiongozi mwadilifu, ambaye sio mbaguzi, kiongozi ambaye angewahudumia Wakenya pasi na kujali dini zao wala kabila zao. Hiyo ndio nia ya Wakenya. Lakini kwa bahati mbaya wale tunawachagua hatujui yale yanayokuwa ndani ya roho zao ama wana mipango gani. Sasa wakati wanaingia kule, tunaona wanabadilika na wanakuwa na mwenendo tofauti na yale malengo ambayo walikuwa wakiyasema wao na matarajio ya Wakenya.
Naitwa Sheikh Elias Mugalo Panyako. Wazazi wanatakana tuongeleshe watoto na tuweze kuelekeza watoto na sana sana katika imani ya dini. Wawe ni watoto wa Kikristo ama ni watoto wa Kiislamu, wote wanatakana wawe katika imani yao, wawe wanafanya nini? Wanaelekezwa. Kwa sababu hii visa ambavyo kwa tunaona vya watoto hivi vya kuharibu shule na kadhalika, ni kwa sababu ya ile imani, maadili yameshuka chini. Lakini wazazi tukishikamana na viongozi, tutakuwa ni wenye kufaulu katika hali ya kuelekeza watoto wetu inshallah.
Ketesetai tetat koititakab kirwok nebo taonitab Iten chi nenat koumesha kilimo nekonam polis chebo Kerio Valley eng betutab amut kotinygei ak mwaet kele kotinygei ak baretab chegenge eng terchinetab mbaret nekibit eng wikit nekosirto eng komosta nebo Marakwet East. Mwaat kora kole kitinygei chichotok ak baretab patriotab kanisetab Catholic Father Lois Bet eng komosatak eng kenyit nekosirtoi akotesetai usaikab DCI ak chikilisiet.
Eng betutab raini kemite eng sub-county nebo Marakwet East eng county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet. Ole sub-county nito ko agenge eng sub-county sikotestai koityi kaimutikab butetab kalyet eng kasarta nekoi mising. Ole kotinygei ak tetutik chekitoi serikali eng konekit kokikotok logoek chebo kalyet eng kebeberta nito bo Kerio Valley. Ole eng betutab raini amekitu kekushi kong ak kengalalchi sub-county OCPD nebo kebeberta nebo Marakwet nenenet ko Sablon Okoyo nemeche kong'awen kotinygei ak tetutik cheterter ak logoek chikotoi kotinygei ak chengetab kalyet nikobit eng kebeberta nito bo Kerio Valley.
Of course, Kerio Valley sub-county, as it has been known for a long time, it has been having a lot of issues involving security issues, but
kotinygei ak noto kole karutechi sirindenyo Andrew Kimeto komasatak akonyor sub-county commandant nebo police Zablon Okoyo nekayaror akobo logoiwekab kalyet chekokotok eng komasatak eng betusiek cheng'ering'en chekokosirto.
Eng betutab rani kemite eng sub-county nebo Marakwet, Eastern County nebo Elgeyo Marakwet. Ole sub-county nito ko agenge eng sub-county sikotestai koityi kaimutikab buchetab kalyet eng kasarta nekoi mising. Ole kotinygei ak tetutik chekitoi serikali eng konekit ko kikotok logoek chebo kalyet eng kebeberta nito bo Kerio Valley. Ole eng betutab rani ameyitu kekushi kong ak kengalalchi sub-county OCPD nebo kebeberta nebo Marakwet ne inendet ko Sablon Okoyo nemeche kong'awen kotinygei ak tetutik cheterter ak logoek chikotoi kotinygei ak chengetab kalyet ni kobit eng kebeberta nito bo Kerio Valley.
Of course, Kerio Valley sub-county, as it has been known for a long time, it has been having a lot of issues involving security issues, but we managed as multi-agency security organs within this valley, we managed to do a mop-up of firearms within the entire valley. This one has led us to a lot of peaceful paths since then. Of late, we have not had any incidents involving use of firearms, and maybe that has cost a life. Our disarmament is still peaceful. We have not ended the same. It is still going on. And as you all know, it is from Kerio Valley that led a rebirth of disarmament that is now ongoing within the entire republic, and it is very much positive. This one was caused by a group of members. The key players were the youths whom we now term as the reformed bandits. In fact, they were volunteered to us after a long time of struggle with them. They volunteered to surrender their firearms to my office. There we had a lengthy time of them of interrogation, and we captured a lot out of them that led them to live that kind of life for a very longer period of time. Now that they accepted on their own to surrender the arms and to surrender all the criminal activities and the ideas that they had before then, as at now, we have around 16 members of the reformed warriors. These guys have been mentored, they have been empowered by the government and very many non-governmental organizations within the valley. For key things, one being agriculture, they are doing some piece of agriculture works within their homesteads. This one involving watermelon and also maize. Others have got some few livestock that they are rearing, and we are keeping watch on them so that they don't deviate back to that kind of criminality. Still, we are using these guys as peace ambassadors, maybe outside the Kerio Valley as a whole, and more so to within. We are also using these guys to mentor other youths or some other age groups that are in fact coming after them, so that they can also form part of us to induct those young boys not to get into lives of criminality just the way they were doing, because we realized that this thing was more so mentored to these bandits by the locals, because they were once telling us that they were used, initially they were not bandits, but they were keeping guard of their, localities, the local areas, against aggressors from the neighboring communities. That is Moso Pokot, because you can see Kerio Valley is bordered with the Baringo County, majorly with the Pokot tribe. Again, you come to West Pokot, again with the West Pokot County, again with the Pokot tribe. And as you all know, these are all tribes that involves cattle rearing, and the banditry, cattle raids was nothing other than their core livelihood. So these guys did this for a very long period of time, until that they were now accusing their own people that which turned against them, and that is when they earned the name of the bandits. So coming back to the community was a little bit challenging to them, and instead they chose to be to continue with the same life in the bushes. It is until that time when they came to us, and we had to approach them because a lot of lives were lost by then, from the locals and even to the non-locals who are coming into Kerio Valley for different issues, maybe employments, on deployments from other government sectors, others who are doing businesses. So we realized that if at all it had continued that way, then maybe we had lost a lot of glory from this region.
Kakomwa kotinygei ak tetutik cheterter chebo kalyet chikitoi serikali eng konekit ole kamwa inendet kole eng konekit ko kikotestai biik ak tetutikwak cheterter chebo bandaptai eng kebeberta nito bo Kerio Valley. Kong'ete Kerio Valley eng county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV, kainenyu ko Andrew Kimeto.
Kayai tuyet eng aronitab rani Deputy President Kithure Kindiki ak Minister nebo Foreign Affairs eng emetab Slovakia ole kang'alale kotinygei ak tetutik cheterter cheboto kakimitetab yaetab mung'aret eng kibagenge koboto kanabtaetab tilyanit nemie eng kwenutab emetab Kenya ak emetab Slovakia ole kaimuch kong'alal Juraj Blana ne inendet ko Foreign Minister nebo emonoto.
I already mentioned that I had a discussion with Madam Deputy Ambassador about the flood protection, and it is a very serious issue in your country when it comes to climate change. And we can offer you our expertise. Our companies are very good in this, and also the state-owned companies which can offer you some expertise, and it's up to you to decide whether you use them or not. But I think this is a great opportunity, and we can do it on G2G level, which is much easier for future cooperation. You mentioned the school, and I think this is the best example of cooperation, using the development cooperation and link with our teachers and our ability to contribute to education, because your country has a high ratio of young generation, and education is a key for every young generation for a future. And we would like to continue in this activity and to help you with this. Mutual cooperation is very important. You mentioned cybersecurity, AI, hub opportunity. That's the areas where we can cooperate together more broadly, as we are doing right now. There are some good examples of our cooperation. I will mention some of them. This is one. There is some successful Slovak company already active in Kenya. For example, with Innovatrix has delivered biometric and digital identity solution in Kenya, including cooperation with the Kenyan banks and electoral system. And ASSET is also present through the ASSET East Africa, supporting cybersecurity solutions for public institutions and universities. We also see significant potential for cooperation in smart infrastructure, intelligent mobility, and energy optimization. Slovak companies such as Twinzo, SEAC, Betamont, and PowerX are interested in contributing to digital twins, smart city transport, and energy project in Kenya. So this is a real evidence that we have already the foundation which we can build on a new era of our cooperation. bilateral cooperation. And also, I really commend our multilateral cooperation. Thank you for your support in our candidature to be a non-permanent member of UN Security Council, because we share the common values and rule-based order world, especially in this turbulent time where the erosion of international law is so significant. And we can see it in our neighborhood and also in Middle East and also in Africa. So we have to do something in this matter, and we very much support the reform of UN Security Council, and we think and we are persuaded that global South countries and Africa must be at the table.
Kimwoe kongoi en betutab raini en komosibo Keliek en oret nekikekany keny en karibu 13 years kekonye kitun keteben mheshimiwa Telet kolech walokun nimbo tabarosiek sikebwan cheboyo. Kongoi en mheshimiwa Dollar amun konyo akoib tait en betu en kecheret nekonam akobwatech en komosibo Chemamit Keliek keba nibo Reberwet. Kemwoe kongoi kabisa amun tom keker oret neu noni amun ngebor ot keibun tuguk kobwa Keliek ireu komomii elebunu karit kotabu kabisa. So kongoi amun kakoik tait Dollar ini asikondewech ot Kalbat kora kapkones ireu akochobwech kora Kalbat en Kapsimbole ireu. Kiketesekanake kabisa en kasarta nekoi en orani. Ngebore kebe Cheboyo kemanden kebe Chebole komomondo orani. Ibore kamach chito ile ioloku nimbo iwe Kabelecho sinyon konyonyonyi kastumayat kora kotor kole kotor iamuan iwe amun tabu kora orani kotabu kora oranito. Lakini kikere kele kakowesekana kaira kemanden en orani kebe Cheboyo ko beit nekakiyonjin ak kastumayat kebun kiyoni aira kele kiyonjindosi beit nekakiyonjine ak kemande kebe Cheboyo kebe Labotiet ko Chebole.
Kinasome kityo komakimoe biik cheyobu elelo chenyokoyoege koik brokaek en oret. Ngoteleli biikab kokwotinwek. Yes. Amoe kowanen ine mheshimiwa bichotet amun kakomoe kotirinech ak oret kole moyome koik. So kakibochit ele kakibochit kebakakta olda komokinde. Kinyekeng'alal kotor koit mheshimiwa Simbole komwei chichoto. Kongoi kabisa. Amoe sikeker biik cheu choto en kokwotinwekyok matkobwa biik cheloen chemotinye oret ireu konyokomwoe ng'alek alak stories. Chito neingen ko mheshimiwa ak biik che oret. Kakoktab orani amun kimatokimute ot chito nemioni kimatokoite kerichek en kasarta nenyolu. Chitab pikipiki kora nebo mung'aret kimatokobune koibe tuguk chebo kandishek. Chitab kandi akine kokakosich tabu. Chitab mung'aret kokakosich tabu kabisa. Lakini nguni kokaba komie. So kiweche kongoi. Kiwekyin kongoi Jehova. Kinyekewekyi kongoi mheshimiwa Dollar ak kewekyi kongoi kora biikab kokwoni amun kakoteleli orani. Ngot kiibo pikipiki iyai ine pikipiki. So ngot imi tuget ine iyai ng'alekab tuget ine amun kakwo oret komie. Ingemoe keib bandek nyon kioldoe kou Keliek ireu koitu bandek komie ak ror. Kemoe kimut chito newendi mara Chebole kawendi sabarinyin neter koititoo komie akonyokorek en ireu akwo gaa koit komie komakomii tabu kou konye. So kikisich tabu en kenyisiek 15 nekwakot kebore kemwa kebore keteb oret ko kwakonam koikut Telet mheshimiwa Ngong kole ngitimoe iwe Cheboyo ioloku Kabelecho iwe kileten ak Chebunya sinyon Cheboyo kwako keke leadership nekomatokomi lain komie. So mheshimiwa Dollar nan asomin yoiwech any oret kou ele king'alal iyai boisionik ngot ko sukul ngot ko oret iyai ine kou ele kimwaite.
Kasekera kokimiti tetutik chebo ripsetab itonwekab emet ole kosubkei ak County Commissioner nebo Narok Kipkoech Lotiata kokamwa kole tesetai icheket ak tetutik chebo kokoitoetab kanetisiet eng meng'ikab komasatak kokimit kamanutiet nebo ripsetab itonwekab emet.
That Loita Forest for many years. That forest has been able to be there, to be in existence, courtesy of efforts of the local leaders. And so these are the people we also commend for their, contribution in conserving our environment in the county.
Because generally what we are telling them, once you destroy this forest, you will not have the source of firewood where to get it any other time. You will not have the source of building materials if you want. So you need to protect that which you have received. Using the indigenous knowledge, we are training them that yes, we can coexist with the forests, and us as people, we can coexist. So our worry is that soon, if this is not really very well managed, it means the people will wipe off their pieces of land and into bare field.
Commercial pia, kwa sababu saa hizi uko na shamba yako, hakuna limit wa kuambiwa kwamba usilime hapa. Kitambo watu walikuwa wanaambiwa hapa ni kwa ng'ombe, hapa ni kwa nini, hapa ni nini, usifike hapa. Lakini sasa hivi kwa sababu kila mmoja amepewa shamba lake, wanajua sasa kubalance. Tunajua sasa kama ni mzee, tunasema shamba la mzee tuachilie wanyama, tufuge wanyama, na shamba la mama tunaweza kulima, kwa sababu kilimo saa hizi inaweza kukusaidia, inakusaidia, unauza chakula, unabakisha tu ya watoto kula, na hiyo ingine unauza, unalipia watoto fees, unaongeza wanyama wako kama walikuwa wamekufa kwa sababu ya
Zamani sisi wa Masai tulikuwa wafugaji wa ng'ombe kabisa. Tulifuga ng'ombe mingi sana, na tulikuwa tunatumia kwa chakula na kwa kusomesha watoto, lakini maisha ikaja ikabadilika. Siku hizi tunapanda pia, tunafanya ukulima kwa wingi. Ilianza kidogo kidogo, lakini siku hizi tunafanya ukulima kwa wingi, kwa sababu unakuta kama mimi sasa na watoto 3 wako university, so ninahitaji pesa mingi ya kulipa fees, na hii ukulima imenisaidia sana.
Tagai metablo ke chok chibai met kagi moch ke bun ngete studio nebo Kass TV gongo missing au baranen ge gone chiger loge gabe met ki gurena Jacqueline Arusei aga magun kitsa ke tukulamian.